2021 OU top dogs. I think so. I think they return a bunch. I think they're going to be one of the most talented teams. It's all there for them, for sure. Will Barry return to Arkansas next year? It's open to question, but like, what job comes available that Barry Odom wants to take? Like, I think he gets paid a lot of money to coach defense at Arkansas, and they're on their way up. They could be legitimately good next year. Like, they're legitimately good this year. They could be legitimately great next year. Just, you need a few things to go your way, and Sam Pittman is recruiting his butt off. Like, they're getting kids. They're getting dudes. You get another year in the offense, you're going to be great. Hey, Lance Wimberly, welcome to the community. Appreciate you. RJ, you think Texas goes after Steve Sarkisian? I think Sarkisian might actually ride it out of Alabama. I mean, how much longer can Nick Saban continue to coach at Alabama? I mean, he can coach for as long as he wants to. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're Sarkisian and you are the offensive coordinator at Alabama, and you know what kind of talent you can get at Alabama and have been getting at Alabama, and you're going to be right there playing for titles every year, and you've already done the head coaching thing twice, why not just wait to take over this juggernaut that is going to be there and for which people really like you? Like, shout out to Sark, who has really changed who he is over the last 5 years, man. Like, it was bad there at the end at USC in 2015 when Clay Helton took over. And now we all talk about Steve Sarkisian as a great offensive coordinator, great offensive mind, and elite recruiter. Bryce Young and Jalen Milroe. And you've developed 3-star Mac Jones into a Heisman finalist who is doing things that Tua Tagovailoa was not able to do, and at the same rate that Tua Tagovailoa was doing it. Like, compare Mac Jones' second year or first year as a starter to Tua Tagovailoa's first year as a starter. It's pretty doggone similar. One of those guys was that dude. The other guy was not even supposed to start at Alabama. Like, that's what Sark has done. That's magnificent. Fickle might take Texas. UM has no shot at Fickle. I think Fickle is not actually going to entertain the Michigan job the more I ask around about it. But I don't know that Texas is that attractive a job either, guys. I think there's better places to be. Let me see what we got here. T. Parnell. Hello, RJ. Love your channel. Proud to be a new female member. Hey, what's up? I appreciate that, T. Thank you. I appreciate that. The pressure is on at Texas given having beat OU and recruited. I mean, the pressure's always on at Texas. That's why I think it's not necessarily an attractive job. Like, you win 9 games, they're not happy. You win 9 games and lose to Oklahoma, they're really not happy, right? It's all about winning national championships and beating Oklahoma, which is hard, to put it mildly. Nick Saban is using OSA in COD. It's just unfair. OSA. Okay. All right. Oh, my God. Goodness me. I think Fickle would take it so he has a shot at the playoffs. I mean, I don't think that that's also like what Luke Fickle lives for. I don't think that Luke Fickle lives to play in the playoff. Otherwise, he would have stayed at Ohio State or would have taken another Power 5 defensive coordinator job. Like, that's what would have happened. Let me see. Any chance OSU doesn't make the college? Jonathan, you're late, dog. I covered that to start. Ellinger may go in the 8th round. Yeah, I like Sam. I want him to play another position, but he's like Tim Tebow. He's dead set on being a quarterback. Let's see. Georgia could be good every year, and they might have an opportunity now that they found a quarterback in JT Daniels, but they dropped the game to South Carolina inexplicably last year. They can't beat Alabama or Florida this year. They wait too long to make the quarterback change. And JT Daniels going through not one, but 2 dudes that they put out there 2 different occasions, losing one of them in Dwan Mathis to the transfer portal. Like, there's a lot going on there. Sonny Dykes makes sense for Texas as a fallback option. Like, I think all of y'all are throwing names against the wall, and I get it. But Sonny Dykes has a really good thing going at Southern Methodist. Why would he leave? He's on the best tear that anybody's been on, Southern Methodist, in over 30 years. There's no reason to go anywhere. RJ, do you pay a lot of attention to Oklahoma high school football? Who do you think? Saturday state championship. I'm a Jinx alum, so I'm rooting for the Trojans. Dude, it'd be interesting to see if they can get one for Coach Trimble, like in his memory. I found it fascinating that Jinx and Union have been who they are these last few years, but like, I don't necessarily root for Jinx because, you know, I played in a district against Jinx. I played Memorial, and I was their homecoming game. So, like, I'm not going to pick them. That's what you're asking. It's a good football team. Shout out Adam Gaylor. Great defensive mind. Kirby Smart is the only reason why Georgia hasn't been as good as they could be. Were you not around for the Mark Richt era? Like, what are you talking about? They played in the national championship like 3 years ago. What are you talking about? They're right there. Get out of here. Let's see. Kirby is defensive-minded. Todd Monken is not a good OC. Please. Okay, that's a bad take. Todd Monken got 550 yards of offense out of Oklahoma State and West Lunt. Get out of here. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else here that I want to take on. Is Dylan Gabriel a future first rounder? I don't think so, but that's because of the conference that he plays in, not because he's not good. I think that depending on how he goes through workouts, he could get the Jordan Love treatment, right? If people fall in love with him at the combine, the way they fell in love with Jordan Love, then yeah. But he's going to have to show out at workouts. Let's see. Shout out Choctaw Yellow Jackets making it to 6A2 state finals. Yeah, man. Big win for them against Stillwater last weekend. First time they've been in a state championship game in 50 friggin' years. Also, Jordan Mooks, starting safety at Choctaw, is committed to play at Oklahoma in the 2021 class. 6'4", about 215 pounds. Great player. What do you do with a 2-loss Iowa State champ or a 1-loss Northwestern champ? 2-loss? Why would there be 2 losses for Iowa State? No, like, I'm joking. Louisiana. I don't put Iowa State anywhere near near the college football playoff. Now that my joke has been butchered. Nor do I do anything with a Northwestern at 1 loss. Like, I'll go over there and look at an undefeated Pac-12 team or Cincinnati. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for today. If you like the channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I read your comments, as many of you know. I try to respond to them in individual uploads if I can, especially if it's a really good take or it's a really good question that you're asking. All right, that is it for me. Doses.